You are listening to the FTWpodcast.com, where we talk about wrestling in all of its laughable glory. Here's a clip from this week's episode.
CM Punk teased an announcement on Twitter that turned out to be him saying that he'll leave WWE after his World Championship match at Money in the Bank, as his contract actually expires that day. How do you think this is going to play out, and how do you want it to play out? As Kevin mentioned, Connor did post a fantastic article on our site about Punk using this exact storyline when he left Ring of Honor, and about some great theories about where he could go. I just want to say that. So check out the article. It's called CM Punk Goes Out with a Bang. Anyway, where do you see Punk going? Kevin, I want to toss it to you because you had a great point about it being a year and all the talent that WWE lost.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have to re-sign him. He is the best heel. He has been the best heel for several years now. He has it all. He has the wrestling ability. He has the mic ability, and you love to hate him. I mean, he's one of the best heels I've ever seen, in my opinion. And I'll go that far to say it. I love CM Punk for the work that he does. To me, this screams that he wants at least 6 months off. I mean, that's what it screams to me. I think he wants to maybe do some stuff on his own. But if I'm WWE, you got to blow the doors off the guy. They're going to need him. I don't see how you can't say we're desperate for talent at this point. We've pushed some guys. I mean, obviously the Miz is there, and it's great. But I'm not convinced R-Truth is the answer. Christian is good, but he's not CM Punk. So I think they're going to have to do something. I'm saying 6 months. They're going to have to throw some Godfather contract at him to bring him back. But I think it's the best move for Punk too. I mean, he has a chance to be one of the best of all time. Right. He's on the biggest stage, make it happen.
Okay. I don't think he broke kayfabe. I seriously think, look, WWE toys with this kind of stuff often, and it's just enough that makes you wonder. But it's very obvious that it's just enough to make you wonder, but not enough that you know. So I totally see this being a legitimate storyline where even during the rest of the night, they kept teasing it. If he wasn't supposed to come out and say it, they wouldn't have talked about it anymore the rest of the night. And trust me, Vince McMahon has experience when it comes to World Championship matches with contracts ending in about that time.
Yeah, but at the same time, do you really think CM Punk cares at this point?
Yeah.
If he ever wants to come back.
Thank you.
But Vince sees the business side. I don't think is an issue.
Okay.
I think Punk has re-signed. I really think he's re-signed. They've kept it on the very much down. Like they still have him saying, "Fuck this! I'm not going to re-sign.
I'm done.
I'm done." To push this angle.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything we've learned from social media and shit is that we need to work more realism into the kayfabe now. I mean, like it needs to be. It's not just being on TV.
Exactly.
You gotta blow it out. That's why Serena was fired. I mean, if you go back, because she was seen drinking in a bar
when she was straight edge.
When she was supposed to be part of the Straight Edge Society, they're enveloping that more and more. I mean, look at the fucking Daniel Bryan firing.
And
I don't want to talk about that one.
I mean, and I agree with what Harrison said. And since out of all of us, Harrison actually has experience working in TV producing.
This is totally the same as that too.
I tend to agree with him a little bit. If somebody comes out and does something that they're not supposed to do, they're not going to continue. They're not going to continue to reference it all through the program because it's going to be like, oh shit, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's cover that up, and let's just focus on the show.
I would give more credence to CM Punk pulling this crap if WCW was still around and we were still having the Raw's War versus Monday Nitro thing, because then you know that WWE is a direct competitor. WWE has no direct competition right now. If Punk left to go to TNA, why? TNA is languishing right now with top-tier talent. They don't have the money to pay what CM Punk is probably even remotely being paid right now in WWE.
Well, that and they have enough heels. There's no room, like you said, Kevin. There's no room for CM Punk as a top heel. They've got TNA has all the heels they need. They don't need CM Punk.
And
They
I
need
don't
faces.
think I don't think he wants to go anywhere right now either. I honestly think he wants to take some time off. He said it before.
Then-
I think he wants to take time off, and he's literally taking the shot, saying, "Look, I'm gone." I don't know. It just
You know
seemed
what?
to me like he was because Lawler, Cole, Booker T got real quiet when he said that. I don't know. Just to me, it says that it was. He was
It's because
kayfabe.
Lawler and Booker T are
Oh,
about as
don't
skilled
even.
about as skilled on commentating as
We are.
Today.
yeah,
Okay.
they are competition with Taz and Tenay for the worst commentators in the business at the moment.
I mean, I just want to say that if that CM Punk, I think he's re-signed. You know what? I would love to see him put the title on it and have him walk out and not be on TV for like 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. So you're like, what the fuck happened? We don't have a title.
Yeah.
So that Cena doesn't have the title. So then Punk comes they do something to piss off Punk, so that he comes back. It's like, fine, I'll throw it on the line again, bitches, and he just gets his ass handed to him or something.
Well, maybe. I think that would be pretty spectacular. One thing that our producer pointed out, and I just want to use this before we move on. If he was joining another company, he's saying that the one location that makes sense for him to end up is Ring of Honor, considering that they just were recently bought by a TV company, and he could help put them on the map. Do you agree with this or disagree? Just real quick right off the top, Joe.
That'd be cool to see, especially if they're working in somewhat in conjunction with WWE like ECW used to.
Okay, Rob.
Yeah, I agree. CM Punk is the star talent that could help push ROH onto the television stage.
Okay, and Joe. Or I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean it's possible they'd have had to have taken out a gigantic loan to do it, but anything's possible. I'm not gonna say it's not. There's no chance of it. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, if that's the case, I feel sorry for Ring of Honor because you do not want to be in Vince's crosshairs.
Well, you've heard our thoughts, but now we want to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and even join us live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. at theftwpodcast.com.